Hello, and thank you for volunteering. My name is Carol Holmson, and I am the volunteer coordinator at Nisqually National Wildlife Refuge Complex. This video will cover important volunteer policies that you should know. Thank you for watching this in its entirety. Volunteers are expected to complete the training program provided by refuge staff, provide their own transportation to and from the refuge, be willing to serve without monetary compensation or accept tips from the public, treat other volunteers, staff, and members of the public with respect, report for volunteering on dates and times agreed upon, and wear a uniform while on duty. Volunteers are held to the same level of U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service employees who are required to conduct themselves in such a manner that the work of the service and the department are effectively accomplished and to observe the requirements of courtesy, consideration, and promptness in dealing with or serving the public. Volunteers must sign a volunteer service agreement before volunteering. This document includes your emergency contact information and allows the volunteer to be considered as a federal employee in case of injury compensation. Volunteers must review this form annually and update it as needed. Tracking hours. You will track your volunteer hours at the refuge with the corresponding activity code. This includes your training and your round-trip commute for each volunteer activity. You may keep your timesheet with you or ask your supervisor where you can keep it at the refuge. Why are timesheets important? We report volunteer hours to our regional and national offices to demonstrate the reach and value of our volunteer program, which can lead to additional program support. Individual volunteers earn hourly pins and an annual America the Beautiful Pass when they've reached 250 hours. We celebrate these milestones at an annual volunteer celebration. Schedules and time off. Volunteers may volunteer on site whenever staff are present, currently 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Occasionally, there are evening opportunities or volunteer projects that can be done at home. There is no hourly requirement to volunteer. You may volunteer weekly or monthly, but we'd like to see you at least once a month. Certain program areas have set schedules for volunteers. Other programs are more flexible. Your supervisor will let us know. Volunteers may take time off for vacation, illness, or personal reasons, but please let us know that you'll be unavailable. If you decide to resign from volunteering, please give notice to the volunteer coordinator. Uniforms. Volunteers must be identifiable as a volunteer. This includes your name tag, volunteer patch, and/or hat. The refuge provides your name tag, volunteer patch to attach to a shirt, and a hat. You provide your own clothing. Shirts are light blue, pants are dark blue, and outerwear is dark blue. Some jackets are available to borrow. You can also purchase refuge volunteer specific items. The order form will be distributed soon. For some activities, like biology fieldwork and festivals, you don't need to be in full uniform. Other activities require high visibility vests and other gear. Check with your supervisor. Safety. Volunteers do not do law enforcement. Volunteers educate visitors about refuge rules, but do not issue citations. You will receive additional training on this process. Volunteers also do not participate in any work considered hazardous. Certain duties may require training and/or protective gear. Staff will ensure that volunteers are properly prepared beforehand. Refuge facilities are equipped with first aid kits and AEDs. You will see where these items are kept when you shadow. The volunteer manual. We've provided you with a volunteer manual that details important policies, gives an overview of the volunteer program, and the history of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Complete the scavenger hunt worksheet as part of your training. What comes next? Complete certain training tasks from home, sign up for shadowing, and attend mandatory training sessions. You will receive additional training throughout your time as a volunteer. And if you ever have any questions, please reach out to me, the volunteer coordinator here. Thank you again for volunteering, and I look forward to seeing you at the refuge.